Hello everyone, welcome back to our AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner series. Today we're diving into Domain 2, which focuses on security and compliance. This domain comprises 30% of the total exam content, making it a crucial area of study. I'll cover the key points you need to remember and provide valuable tips on how to prepare effectively for this domain. Overview of security and compliance. And let's start by understanding the importance of security and compliance in the cloud. As organizations migrate to the cloud, ensuring the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of their data becomes paramount. AWS provides a shared responsibility model that clearly defines the security obligations of AWS and its customers. Shared responsibility model. In the shared responsibility model, AWS is responsible for the security of the cloud. This includes the infrastructure, hardware, software, and the underlying facilities that support the cloud services. Customers are responsible for the security in the cloud. This means you must manage data security, access control, encryption, and compliance with the regulations applicable to your specific use case. Understanding this model is crucial for the exam and your overall AWS journey. AWS security services and features. Next, let's explore some of the key AWS security services and features. AWS Identity and Access Management, IAM. IAM allows you to manage access to AWS services securely. You can create and manage AWS users and groups and configure permissions for your account resources. Remember, the principle of least privilege is the best practice here. AWS Key Management Service, KMS. KMS helps you create and control encryption keys used to encrypt your data. This service integrates seamlessly with other AWS services, allowing for streamlined data protection. AWS Cloud Trail. The Cloud Trail enables governance, compliance, and operational and risk auditing of your AWS account. It records all API calls made in your account, giving you a detailed audit trail of user activity. AWS Shield. This managed DDoS protection service helps safeguard applications against distributed denial of service DDoS attacks, protecting your resources and applications from being overwhelmed. AWS WAF Web Application Firewall. WAF helps protect web applications by filtering and monitoring HTTP requests and provides control over which traffic to allow or block. These AWS security services are essential to know, as they can frequently appear in exam questions. Be sure to understand their functionality and use cases, compliance frameworks and standards. Next, let's talk about compliance frameworks and standards. AWS compliance programs help organizations meet various regulatory requirements, making it easier for you to manage compliance risk. Compliance certifications. AWS complies with various standards and certifications, including ISO 27001, SOC1, SOC2, PCI DSS, and HIPAA. Each of these certifications is critical depending on your industry and the data being processed. AWS Artifact. This resource provides access to compliance reports and security and compliance documents, which can be pivotal in demonstrating compliance to your auditors or regulatory bodies. Shared compliance responsibility. Like security, compliance is also a shared responsibility. AWS provides compliant infrastructure, but it's up to you to ensure that your applications and data use AWS resources that align with compliance requirements. In this domain, be prepared to answer questions regarding AWS compliance programs, the shared responsibility model, and specific security governance issues. Best practices for security and compliance in the cloud. Let's discuss some best practices for security and compliance in AWS. Enable multi-factor authentication, MFA. Adding an extra layer of security reduces the risk of unauthorized access. Use IAM roles instead of IAM users. For applications running on AWS services, always prefer IAM roles as they offer temporary security credentials. Automate security audits. Use AWS Config and CloudTrail to regularly monitor and evaluate your AWS resource configurations against best practices. Regularly review security policies. Conduct periodic reviews of your security policies and access controls to ensure they align with your organization's risk profile. Keep up with the security updates. AWS frequently publishes information on security updates and new features. Stay informed and integrate these changes as they become available. Now let's talk about how to effectively prepare for Domain 2 AWS training and documentation. Utilize AWS's training resources, including online courses and white papers focused on security best practices, hands-on labs. Engage with the hands-on labs using the AWS free tier. Experience how services like IAM, KMS, and CloudTrail work in real time, reinforcing your understanding. Study compliance standards. Familiarize yourself with relevant compliance frameworks related to your industry. Know how AWS supports these standards. Join study groups and participate in online forums and study groups where you can ask questions and share knowledge with others preparing for the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner exam. Take practice exams. Use practice exams to test your knowledge and get accustomed to the question formats you'll encounter in the actual exam. As a student of this course, you'll get exclusive access to a custom-built Try Hack Me lab room designed specifically for your certification journey. This isn't just another generic lab, it's a hands-on, real-world simulation tailored to reflect the exact skills and scenarios covered in the exam. Practice real AWS CLI commands in a controlled environment. Explore simulated EC2 and S3 interactions without risking a real AWS account. Hunt for hidden flags while mastering core cloud concepts. Immediate actionable feedback so you know exactly where you stand. Gamified learning to keep you motivated and engaged. As a student of this course, you'll get exclusive access to a custom-built Try Hack Me lab room designed specifically for your certification journey. This isn't just another generic lab. It's a hands-on, real-world simulation tailored to reflect the exact skills and scenarios covered in the exam. And practice real AWS CLI commands in a controlled environments. Explore simulated EC2 and S3 interactions without risking a real AWS account. Hunt for hidden flags while mastering core cloud concepts. Immediate actionable feedback so you know exactly where you stand. Gamified learning to keep you motivated and engaged. But it doesn't stop there. As you navigate through our labs, you will hunt for hidden flags, making learning not just effective but exciting. Each challenge is designed to reinforce your understanding while keeping you engaged and motivated. And with our immediate actionable feedback, you'll always know where you stand. Identify your strengths and weaknesses in real time, allowing you to focus on the areas that need improvement. Final thoughts. In conclusion, Domain 2, security and compliance is crucial not only for passing the AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner exam, but also for understanding how to secure your resources on AWS. With the right preparation, you'll be ready to tackle questions on the exam confidently. Thank you for watching. If you have questions or need further clarification, feel free to comment below. Good luck with your studies and see you in the next video.